Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. In the corner, Irving with it. And stolen by Russell. It's Young on the wing. And, Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think, will be the ones that end up on top.
Out to the right wing. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Mike Malone. It sounds like they, like everyone else, will try to prevent Kyrie Irving from getting into the lane. Coach told me Kyrie's a very good outside shooter, but where he really breaks you down is with the dribble drives. You have to put bodies between him and the basket. Evan, it's a tall order for defenders to stay in front of him. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
Outside Irving. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Irving with the ball. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Webber gets the bucket.
Highly efficient close to the rim is Chris Webber. I mean, he's got a really nice, solid, creative post game.
Pass to Shaq. Here's Kuzma. To the paint. Tipped away. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time.
Trae Young.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets.
Webber looking around. Outside Turner. Out to Russell. For the 3. Webber pulls it in. And so it's Webber with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Over to the left wing. In the corner, O'Neal with it. 5 on the clock. Weber can't hit.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
The Nuggets with another miss. The 76ers lead. Clark in evaluating Alex Caruso. What a pretty player. Does all the little things that make such a difference in the game.
Kevin, I'm actually surprised at how well he's done as an NBA player. I covered him in college, and I loved him. Liked his work ethic, his size, but I didn't see him becoming what he's become. And it's a credit to his work ethic and to his basketball instincts.
4-3.
It's good from long range.
2 minutes remaining.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Weber. Left side, Irving. From the top of the key to the inside. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. No good on the triple. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. They trail by 1. And there's the foul. Alex Caruso.
That's his first
foul.
First team foul.
.129 left to play in the first. Campazzo from past the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Turner with the screen. Inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. Pass to O'Neal. And no good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Turner. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
In the corner, Irving with it. Sabonis grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to O'Neal. 2 on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead, up 5. Live from Philadelphia. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And it's Russell in the corner. Turner with the steal. In the corner, Irving with it. Down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Irving from long range. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Weber. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill.
Out to the wing. Pass to Shaq. Here's Russell. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
Man, a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability, but everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
What a look. Young providing the dime, a really unselfish player.
Outside Irving. Pass to Caruso. Outside Irving. Here he goes. Inside. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding. Let him eat.
And now Philadelphia on the break. Irving leading the charge. Over Russell. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 5. Right side Sabonis. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Pass to Russell. Back to O'Neal. And here's Young. To the wing right side. Now, here is Russell.
2 minutes remaining.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Well, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. 1:21 left in the first half. Denver passing it around. Picked by Markkanen. Young for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bagley, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. It's Young on the wing. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And stolen by Dunn. And it's Bagley at the elbow. And finished off by Bagley.
And a good nose for the ball, sniffing it out. Dunn picks it clean and heads the other way with it.
Young drives in. Back to Aldridge. Pass to Young. And stolen by Whiteside. One-on-one here. Dunn left side. Right side a screen. To the inside. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. His 3-pointers off the mark. High post Young. To the paint. Over Whiteside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And that'll do it for the first. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trey's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
The Nuggets trail by 5. To the left side wing. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Young. Six to shoot. Outside Aldridge. Misses the 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Step back shot. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Pass to Craig. And here is Aldridge. Turner covering. Here's Markkanen. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Philadelphia leading by 10. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure a steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Turner comes with the double team. Out to Russell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Fires the 3. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Timeout Nuggets. Fans, let me hear you get wild. 1, 2, 3. Everybody, get out.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And so Young will bring it up for the Nuggets. 15-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Russell from long range. Chris Webber comes up with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Irving can't get it to go. To end the run. Got a hand on it.
The 9 shots. Webber doing a good job utilizing his length and setting the tone defensively.
The 76ers leading by 13. Outside Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's O'Neal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And O'Neal, clearly one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see. A mammoth of a man. About a 1/7 of a ton. And yet, unstoppable.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Takes it off the glass. Whiteside's got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. I think a lot of people expected great things from Sabonis purely because his father was the stuff of legends.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. His dad, Arvydas Sabonis, is one of Europe's all-time basketball greats. But Domas has really lived up to that legacy as far as I see it. I mean, he's a star in his own right with multiple all-star selections to his name and perhaps a few more in his future.
Trae Young.
Young, good.
3 points,
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Dunn shot's good. And the 76ers lead by 18.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And it's White missing. The Nuggets trail by 18. Takes the three. Bagley with the rebound. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 19-6 run. White looking around. Pass to Whiteside. On the jam by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Young left side. And stolen by Dunn. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. The 76ers leading by 20. Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one drops.
You know, for being drafted number 5 overall, Dunn's faced a lot of high expectations in his young career. He certainly has the physical tools to meet most of those, and I believe he will.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Russell. "16 seconds left in the third. They get the rebound.
They've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
Weber hits them both. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Russell. Irving with the steal. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here's Irving. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor. Maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Irving. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is good. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pocket 6. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From outside, off the mark. Here's Irving. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. This one for three. Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
On its way from Irving for two. And he nails the jumper.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
Outside Aldridge. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Out left to the wing. Back to Irving. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Irving's at 28.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Irving from long range. Shoots the three. Weber can't hit.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Russell. And he drives in. And he lays it straight in. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Irving. Buries it down low.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Pass to Russell. From outside the arc, Chris Webber comes up with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Down low, back to Dunn. Fires from 18. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Shaq's shot is good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Over in the corner, White. Over Armstrong. No good off the back of the rim. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Kuzma. Got 3 off the mark. And here's Bagley. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home.
And jewels off the needed paper. I got paper, need a stapler. I got habits, I got problems, got enablers. Peek the patterns, pick your swatches, switch your flavors. Sometimes that just not it. I need the real, the cap. I need an accurate description of what happened. I'm refreshing and look like these boys relaxing. What you stand on in them Nikes, I'm just checking. I respect the light of flexing height, beast. Character so often they come tight, cuz Eddie Murphy, I ain't really lacking no character. Don't try to compare, it's apparent we lacking a parallel. Just say what I said, my nigga, please don't try to paraphrase. I had to come off the carousel. It's still on a high horse. Ain't gotta do nothing by force. Right-handed play. Taking my talents to hockey. Flows is too icy. Somebody stop me. Sometimes just can't do shit. I'm watching copy. You stencils. Ain't Banksy. Backbone like number 2 pencils. I peep it early. You thank me. Can't with you cause of who you with. Sometimes it's just about to fit. I need my with a taper. I can't quit, I'm too legit. Dropping jewels off the needed paper. I got paper, need a stapler. I got habits, I got problems, got enablers. Peeping patterns, picking swatches, switching.
Into 2K Sports, we have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we go. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss to the Timberwolves.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
To the middle. Here's Robinson. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's O'Neal. Pass to Russell. Bounce pass Young. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma can't get it to go. And here now the Kings. It's a 3-point game. Here's O'Neal. The wide open look here for Kuzma. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
Inside. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Denver passing it around. Young with the ball. Now defended by Levine. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Kuzma. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Another miss by Kuzma.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
There's Levine. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
That's a 3-second.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Sabonis. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Down low. The kick out to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Double team Sabonis. And again, Denver no good. Kings leading out by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Booker outside. Shakes him. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup. Booker's got 5.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Young looking it over. And it's Russell in the corner. Double team Sabonis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It's stolen by Green. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Booker. And Shaq pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And, of course, Green's contributions go well beyond the numbers at this point.
Agreed. This is a guy who knows about winning, Greg. I mean, he's done it a number of places, multiple championship teams where he's played a significant role. And he brings that championship mindset to the locker room. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Booker in the corner. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Barnes. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Shaq. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Green. Good. Nice job down low.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And again, Denver no good. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every...
Come on, get loud for your 916 crew.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Here's Robinson. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
Booker outside to the paint. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma.
Guys, we can attribute that to all hustle from the Flint, Michigan native there, Kyle Kuzma. Excellent activity leading to that offensive board.
And the dunk by Booker.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the way. Young's got 6.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Green with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Right side Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
So effective in these screen and roll situations. Aldridge excels at taking what the defense gives him.
And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he could be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Sinks the triple. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, Barnes is a good shooter from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's dangerous from out there.
Pass to Young. A minute 50 left in the first half. Again, the Nuggets score.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
Here's Richards, defended by Young. Levine deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Count it. Richards got the lead up to 14 now for Sacramento.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a quick pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
So both teams making some changes here. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Outside, Markkanen. And Shaq with the slam.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Sacramento.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Craig. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig.
That's his first
foul.
Second team foul. In for the Nuggets.
And the Kings with possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. Inside. Here's Green. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
Pass to Shaq. To the middle. Craig, good. Craig's got his first basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Green gets it to go.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Out to the wing. Back to Shaq. Pass to Giddey. Now Craig. And so it's the Sacramento Kings looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. And here are the Kings now. 13-point lead. Outside, Green. Over in the corner, Green. Here's the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Driving inside. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Booker. Sacramento moving it around. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 13. Down low. O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Booker with no one around, and the 3 ball is good. Booker's got 12 in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Out to the right wing. Shaq down low. To the inside. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. When you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities. They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Pass to Shaq. Just 2 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sacramento ball.
Kings leading now by 16. Here's Booker. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force. Pretty consistent defender as well.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Young. Outside, Russell. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. From the stripe. Here's Shaq. It doesn't go for him. Great tee that time from Green. Robinson with it. Inside. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Robinson's got 14 points.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
The Kings making a switch here. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Kuzma outside. Pass to O'Neal. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Russell with a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Finney-Smith. Outside, Levine. And stolen by Russell. Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Green with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Outside, Levine. Driving in. Missed inside.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The kick out to Young. Off target with his 3. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And so Young will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 18. Pass to Russell. O'Neal with it. Guarded by Robinson. 6 to shoot. And Kuzma has it in the corner. No good on the 3. Kings leading now by 18. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Shaq. Porter looking it over. There's a screen by Robinson. Launches it. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
3.
And they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
And then Porter with the jam.
Wow. going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to O'Neal. No one near him.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Into the lineup for the Nuggets, LaMarcus Aldridge.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here is Porter. Pass to Robinson. And the layup falls.
David Robinson.
And the Kings lead by 19.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And here is Craig. Guarded by Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Plays it up and banks it in.
D'Angelo Russell.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Porter, here we go. And good that time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Assist goes to
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Outside Levine. A 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Young.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Over to the wing. There's Russell with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Robinson. The kick out to Porter. From downtown, Sabonis grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 17. Porter with the steal.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Kings.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Robinson.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Back to Sabonis. That 3 off the mark. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. Pass to Levine. And here is Robinson. Right side Porter. Now here's Levine. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. In for the Nuggets.
Now here's Booker. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never
If you talking about a list, then I'm looking top 3. Give a about a league. Ain't nobody like me. Yeah, man.